Hello, we are the first team made up of by Fatima and my partner Leonardo on Williams for death and her accession age 18 years, Tuesday 20 June 1837 at Kensington Palace. I was awoke at 6 o'clock by Mama, who told me that the Archbishop of Canterbury and Lord Cunningham were here and wished to see me. I got out of bed and went into my sitting room and alone and southing. Lord Cunningham then acquainted me that my poor uncle, the king, was no more and had expired at 12 minutes past 2 this morning, and consequently that I am queen. Lord Cunningham knelt down and kissed my hand, at the same time delivering to me the official announcement of the poor king demise. The archbishop then told me that the queen was desirous that he should come and tell me the details of the last moments of my poor good uncle. He said that he had directed his mind to religion and had died in a perfectly happy, quiet state of mind, and was quite prepared for his death. He added that the king's sufferings at the last were not very great, but that there was a good deal of uneasiness. Lord Cunningham, who I charged to express my feelings of condolence and sorrow to the poor queen, returned directly to Windsor. I then went to my room and rested, since it has pleased provinces to place me in this station. I shall do my utmost to fulfill my duty towards my country. I am very young and perhaps in many, though not in all things inexperienced, but I am sure that very few have more real good wit and more real desire to do what is fit and right than I have.
At night came Lord Melbourne, whom I saw in my room, and of course quite alone, as I should always do all my ministers. He kissed my hand, and I then acquainted him that it had long been my intention to retain him, and the rest of the present ministry at the head of the first, and that it could not be in better hands than his. He then read to me the declarations, which it was to read to the council, which he wrote himself, and which is a very fine one. I then talked to him some little longer time after which he left me. I like him very much, and feel confidence in him. He is very straightforward, honest, clever, and a good man. I then wrote a letter to the queen. About 11:30 I went downstairs and held a council in the red salon. I went in course quite alone, and remained seated the whole time. My two uncles, the Duchess of Cumberland, who now succeed William IV as King of Hanover and Sussex, and Lord Melbourne, conducted me. The declaration, the various form, the swear in the privy councillors, at which there were a great number present, and the reception of some of the lords of council, previous to the council, in an adjacent room, likewise I alone. I should join her here. I was not all nervous, and had the satisfaction to hear that people were satisfied with that I had done, and now I had done it. Receiving after this audience of Lord Melbourne, Lord John Russell, Lord Albemarle, Masters of the Horse, and the Archbishop of Canterbury, all in my room and alone. Saw Stotmer, friend and counsellor to the Queen Victoria, and Prince Albert, saw Clark, whom I met my physician, say Ernest. How hello, who brought me again, and very feeling letter from the poor Queen. I feel very much for her, and really feel that poor good King was always so kind personally to me, that I should be ungrateful, were I not to recollect it feel grieved at his death. The poor Queen is wonderful composed now, I hear. Wrote my journal, took my dinner upstairs alone. When downstairs, saw Stoddard at about 20 to 9 came Lord Marlborough, and remained till near 10. I had a very important and very comfortable conversation with him, went down and said good night to Mamma, etc.